Hello Taurus, and thanks so much for tuning in for the October special edition Halloween All Hallows Eve Samhain reading. So usually I always, if my regular people know, I always do the main reading with the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, and then I do bonus, I pick a different deck for the bonus cards, and we're going to pull an Animal Totem as always. But this month what I want to do is, since it's Halloween, I want to break out my spooky decks. So we're going to do 3 cards from the Tarot del Fuego. And then we're going to do 3 cards from the Deviant Moon Tarot. And then finally we're going to do 3 cards from the Dark Mansion Tarot. This is one of my favorite decks of all time. I just love this deck. And then we will pull, as always, the Animal Totem card. Okay, so this is for Taurus Sun sign, Taurus Rising, or Taurus Moon. But really, if you have any prominent Taurus placements in your chart, this would be the reading to watch. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle a little bit, and then we're going to read these all in the upright position too, because I just feel like, you know, sometimes you have to force a meaning in the reverse, so I know if the cards are positive or negative. I don't need to necessarily flip them over. So I'm going to cut 3. This is for Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Moon. And we're going to cut 3 on the Deviant Moon Tarot for the second portion of the second row of the reading. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do 3 from the Dark Mansion. This is such a, I love, well, all 3 of these decks are cool, but this one, I just love this deck. Okay, let's see here for Taurus. What do we got going on for Taurus? So here we go. We've got 5 of Wands, struggle. We've got the Hierophant, and then the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so that's your top row. Second row, we've got the 3 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Hangman. And then the bottom row, we've got the Knight of Cups, 3 of Cups, and Ace of Pentacles. All right, nice. Got some nice cards here. All right, let's start. Well, we do start with the 5 of Wands. So it says that there has been some struggle. You know, you've been struggling, you've been going against, we're coming out of this Mercury retrograde, and, you know, a lot of people are frustrated at this time, and there's still a lot of upheaval in the world, and that's just kind of what this feels like. This could be some personal struggles that you're not able to, what it looks like is you may not be able to handle it on your own. And then we've got the Hierophant. You may have to go and, like, go to talk to somebody else. Like, you might, if it's a conflict at work, you may have to go and talk to somebody in HR. Or maybe you've been trying to find a job and maybe you need to go to an employment agency. Maybe, you know, if there's a struggle in your neighborhood or something, maybe you need to talk to the councilman or something. It feels like this is a struggle that's been difficult for you, and you've been really sad about it, and it's been getting you, it's beginning to really affect you, and it's really getting you down. You don't have to deal with it on your own, Taurus. That's the big message that's coming through really strong. You don't have to deal with this on your own. Help is available. Yes, help is definitely available. I might write that as your headline before I forget it. Help is available. And because you don't, you might feel like, you know, you're off on your own, but you're really not. You're really not on your own. Keep working on whatever you're working on. You're building something here, Taurus. It feels like you're quietly building something. You're not, maybe not going around telling everybody about it, but you're just quietly building things about it. Building something for yourself. I'm looking at this Page of Pentacles, so that could be news coming regarding Earth sign. There's no big Earth sign energies going on this month, so I'm going to say that this is you. And the way he's, you know, I was talking about building something, and look at how he's carrying this big wrench. The Page of Pentacles would be somebody, you, as a younger person. So I do feel like in some cases, this might be something that you always dreamt of doing when you were a younger person, or even a project that you started. Maybe that book, that song, that artwork, you know, that thing. Maybe it's something that actually does require, you know, hand tools to do, you know, something that you're building with hand tools. It's going to be different for everybody, but I do feel like this is coming around, and you've been waiting a long time on this. You've put this on the back burner for a long time, and it's like, now it's time to break it out. It's also like not a time to do any bold moves yet. Before you make any bold moves, I would first talk to whoever this is. Again, this could even be somebody in the medical community, you know, it could be. Maybe you're going to get some kind of a procedure done. Well, maybe you want to talk to somebody in the larger medical community. Whatever you're struggling with here, hold off until you've spoken to this higher, higher force or higher power, but it doesn't necessarily mean spiritual, but it also can mean spiritual. But it really feels like it's more like a down-to-earthly thing. Talk to them before proceeding, and let's see what happens, because I think some things are really going to change. You have some really bright energy down here. You've got the Knight of Cups in the upright position. So the Knight of Cups is a water sign energy, a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. The Knight of Cups is also can be timing, because we are going to move in from Libra into Scorpio, which is a water sign, after the 23rd. So this could be, and it kind of feels that way, it kind of feels like it's a little bit later in the month. As we move a little bit later into the month here, that's when we're going to see, some changes coming. And a person, this could also still be that person who's showing up. There's going to be much reason to celebrate with the Three of Cups here. Well, it could even be right around Halloween. That's the holiday in October. But it also could just be, it can signify a specific time frame. Like it could be something that's maybe an anniversary or birthday of somebody that you know. I'm sure you know many Tauruses know many Scorpios. So I'm sure you know many Scorpios. So it could be like a birthday party or something for a Scorpio that you know. But all in all, it could just be, the holiday. I noticed that you have 2 3s. Yeah, you have 2 3s and you have 2 5s. Also, we're going to look, so that could be significant for somebody. It might be the 3rd, the 5th. It might be a 35 could be a number. It could be a number, it could be somebody's age. It could also be, an address, or just, an amount, a salary increase, or an amount, $35,000, $350,000, $350. It could just be, so it's going to apply differently to everybody, okay. So down at the bottom here, we do have the Ace of Pentacles. So by the end of the month, it looks like there could be some new money showing up for you, or it may be that you are, doing, this is an initiative that you're taking, You may be, because you've got all these people lined up with it. It looks like it could be also maybe a group effort, Maybe the 3 of you are you got 3 people here, or even 4, maybe this is the 4th. And you're going to go, start a business, or do a startup, or start some kind of a project together. And it does look, I'm hearing that it will bear fruit. I'm going to put projects bear fruit, because that looks, that's coming through really strong for me, the bearing of the fruit thing. Now, if we're in the Northern Hemisphere, of course, it's not bearing fruit. It's, we're in the fall season. But if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, too, it might have to do with, actual fruit showing up, planting, or in your garden, or, things of this nature. Okay, let's go ahead and move over and get our animal totem card. I do want to announce that I am opening up for the year ahead readings, or a little early, a couple weeks early. I'm going to start now in the beginning of October, because I get so overwhelmed, because it's such a popular reading. It's by far the most popular special reading that I offer. And I know many of you do order it every year. So I'm trying to space it out a little bit so I don't get too overwhelmed in December. But if you'd like to find out about that and everything else that I offer, you can find that in the description of the video. Let's go ahead and get that animal totem for our Taurus peeps. What is the animal totem for Taurus? The horse. That's messages, that's movement and travel. We've got I guess all knights have a horse, but when I look down, that horse just grabbed me again on this Knight of Cups. I mean, some of you, it might be actual horse related. Maybe if you ride horses, or you might have a friend who has, a horse or a ranch or something. There could be some connection there. Also, look at the apples in the tree there. We're talking about bearing fruit. Okay, magic, divination, astral travel, journey. Ride like the wind to the furthest reaches. Expand beyond your comfort zone and explore the realms of possibility. Yeah, expand beyond your comfort zone. I'm going to put that over here because I have to put my bonus cards over here. Yeah, you're going to be breaking out here. You're going to be breaking out, if this is whatever you're doing here is making you feel like this, making you feel sad and that you can't move forward, then you have to enlist the help of other people. I think that's another big key thing that's in this reading for all Taurus energy people, is that, there's going to be an influx of people. Even in this 3 of Pentacles, they're all working together here, and each brings their own tools to the process. Each brings their own gifts and their own imagination and their own tools to the project for, whatever this is going to be, this big celebration going on for. Some of you, this could be a wedding too. If you're invited to a wedding, you should absolutely attend. Alright, I'm going to do the bonus reading with the Rock and Roll Tarot deck for our Patreon peeps next. You can find that information below. But a real quick announcement, I'm so excited because I actually have the print version in my hand. The Transmissions for Humanity Book 2 is out, Answers to Life's Greatest Mysteries. This is my channeled book. I mean, I guess it's sort of like a Conversations with God, although the guides don't call themselves God or anything. But it's me asking questions and listening for answers. And this is the second book. I'm already writing the third. I mean, this isn't stopping anytime soon. They said I'm going to be doing this for, many years to come. And I'm happy to do it because I really enjoy it. And it's just got some of my cool art in the back. And this is just a flower from my garden, my snowball bush, a close-up of it. But I really like the clean color, cover. So it's got all kinds of juicy questions and answers in there. And it's I'm writing it, so the questions, the challenge stuff is, it's a little bit, higher esoteric, but I'm asking everyday kind of questions. The way I talk to you in these readings, is the way I ask the questions, and I use everyday language. I'm not way out there, I try to make it's down to earth. Like Taurus, like you guys, I'm Capricorn, we're down to earth, and I'm a down to earth person. So it's real down to earth. The answers, of course, are very high and ethereal, but I try to ask questions, too, that are not just, the same questions that you hear over and over again, like what happens when we die or things like that. I try to get into some other stuff. This one we've gotten into some really cool stuff, like about otherworldly creatures, and, it's just cool. I enjoy it. It's one of my favorite things to do. I get really charged and replenished from doing the channeling, and I really enjoy doing it. So I'll be doing it forever, as far as I can tell. As long as I can still do it, I'm going to keep doing it. So and I know many of you have already bought this book, and definitely many of you have bought book 1, but if you have a chance, if you have bought it, if you have a chance to leave a review or a rating on Amazon, that would be so appreciated, because that really helps it get out there to other people beyond just my regular, YouTube followers. And that's the idea, is to get the information out there. That's the ultimate goal. It's only $11. It's very affordable. I'm not charging crazy money for it or anything. So if you want to get the book or anything else, that I have the decks and the readings, all this stuff, and the year ahead reading, don't forget about that. If you want to get it, if you sign up a little early, it helps me out to space things out a little bit, so I'm not completely overwhelmed in December. But I love doing them, so it's not, I wouldn't turn you away in December. But if you're planning on getting the reading, if you can order, let's space this out a little bit. That would definitely help me tremendously. All right, everybody. So thank you so much for tuning in, Tauruses. It looks like you're really going to be working on something that really lights your fire, really excites you, puts you in connection with some cool people that are really going to be, working together and making a profit too. So that all looks great. Thank you so much for tuning in, and everything that you do to help me with the buying the books and this stuff, and liking and sharing and commenting. All so appreciated. Have the best month of October. Happy Halloween, Samhain, All Hallows Eve, and we'll talk to you again next month. Till then.